Welcome back. Playing rummy is not illegal anymore in Tamil Nadu. The Madras High Court said that playing 13-card game is now legal. Delivering the verdict, the court said that according to the Gambling Act, a game of skill with or without stake is not a crime. Hence, playing 13-card game in clubs is not a crime. 2 months ago, police had arrested several people for playing cards at stake.
Playing of rummy 13 cards is a game of skill. It's not a chance. So one must apply their mind and while discarding the cards, like carom board, chess are all a game of skill. But playing 3 cards, it's a game of chance. It will fall under the under Gambling Act or under City Police Act or any other act, even IPC also it would fall. But the fact remains that playing of 13 cards, rummy is a game of skill. It would not fall under any of the offences. It would not attract any offences or any other act.
Mumbai-based print journalist Jigna Vora has been arrested in connection with midday journalist Jay Day's murder. Jigna Vora has been sent to police custody till the 1st of December. She is a journalist with Asian Age. Mumbai police say Jigna will be tried for murder and conspiracy under the Maharashtra Control of Organised Crime Act. Mumbai police claim Jigna aided and abetted Day's murder. Asian Age maintains that Jigna is innocent and as an organisation, they will stand by her. Mumbai police say call records show Jigna supplied Chota Rajan with Day's motorbike ID and address. Midday journalist Jay Day was shot in the month of June. Merchants in Tamil Nadu will go on a fast across Tamil Nadu on the 6th of December to protest against government's decision to allow FDI in the retail sector. The merchants say that allowing foreign players in regional market is a threat to their business.
சில்லறை வணிகம் அழிந்துவிடக் கூடாது, வணிகருடைய வாழ்வாதாரம் காக்கப்பட வேண்டும் என்ற அடிப்படையோடு வருகின்ற 6ஆம் தேதி முதற்கட்டமாக தமிழகம் முழுவதும் 11 மண்டலமாக பிரித்து வைத்திருக்கிறோம். அதில் சென்னை மண்டலம் முதற்கொண்டு 11 மண்டலங்களிலும் லட்சத்துக்கு மேற்பட்ட வணிகர்கள் அந்த உண்ணாவிரத போராட்டத்தில் பங்கேற்பார்கள். திருமுனை பிரச்சார கூட்டம் நடைபெறும் என்பதை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறோம். அதற்கு அடுத்த கட்டமாக கவர்னர் மாளிகை நோக்கி பேரணி நடத்துவது என்று தீர்மானித்திருக்கிறோம். அதன் பிறகு டெல்லி செங்கோட்டை நோக்கி அனைத்து மாநிலத்திலும் ஒருங்கிணைந்து பேரணி செல்வது என்று தீர்மானித்திருக்கிறோம்.
It's day 4 of this session of Parliament and both houses have been adjourned till Monday after a uproar over government policy to allow FDI in retail. The cabinet last evening approved 51% FDI in multi-brand retail, paving the way for global giants like Walmart to open mega stores. The controversial proposal has been opposed by UPA's allies and the opposition because of its potential impact on small traders and neighborhood stores. But in a rare show of solidarity, parties came together to condemn the assault on Agriculture Minister Sharad Pawar. Before the Lok Sabha met for the day, several members went across to Pawar, seated in the front row, as a gesture. MPs cutting across party lines in both the houses condemned the attack on Pawar. BJP leader Uma Bharti has said that she will personally set fire to any Walmart store that comes up in any mall. Uma's outrageous remark comes a day after cabinet cleared 51% FDI in retail. But the left that also opposes FDI has hit back at Uma Bharti for her remarks saying that she must have gone senile.
इसलिए गुस्सा आ रहा है क्योंकि यहाँ गरीबों की भूमि का अधिग्रहण हुआ और अब गरीबों के रोजगार का अधिग्रहण करेगी एक बहुत बड़ी कंपनी। और इसलिए आज मैं लखनऊ के एक बाजार के अंदर वालमार्ट कंपनी का पुतला जलाऊंगी मीना बाग में। और अगर वालमार्ट कंपनी ने एक भी शॉपिंग मॉल में या कहीं भी अपना मॉल खोलने की कोशिश की तो अपने हाथ से उसमें आग लगाऊंगी और मैं जेल जाने के लिए तैयार रहूँगी। इस विषय में मैंने अपने राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष नितिन गडकरी जी को भी सूचित किया। उन्होंने भी मुझे बताया है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की नीति भी इसके विरोध में ही है।
Walmart and Tesco might soon take away a local Kirana shop. In a major reform that would pave the way for global retail giants to set shop in India, the cabinet has cleared 51% FDI in multi-brand retail and hiked the limit for FDI in single-brand retail to 100%. The controversial proposal was being opposed by UPA's allies and the opposition because of its potential impact on small traders and mom-and-pop shops. The cabinet has approved the proposal with conditions. The conditions for allowing FDI in multi-brand retail include minimum FDI per project being 100 million. 50% FDI in back-end infrastructure, sales only in cities with more than 1 million population. The government has been facing a lot of flack for going slow on its reform agenda. This move may help attract foreign capital, strengthen India's position as an investment-friendly nation, and make the retail sector more competitive and in turn benefit consumers.
Well, we've heard on the television just now that FDI in multi-brand retail has been cleared by the cabinet. We will have to wait for the official confirmation. We welcome this move. We've always said retailing in India will bring a very different kind of contours to the nation as far as farmers are concerned, small manufacturers are concerned, employment is concerned. So we welcome this move, but we'll have to wait for the detailed announcement. We'll have to see what all has been in the announcement, and we'll make a detailed statement tomorrow morning.
But what would happen to that tiny shop around the corner? With foreign investment in retail and the entry of even more mega stores, the small shop owner could face tough times, and the Kirana stores are endangered species.
Akbar Basha, watching the world go by from his small shop in Bangalore. He has plenty of time to do so. With the opening of mega stores just around the corner, business is certainly down. It's more difficult now for Akbar to feed his family of 7.
ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಸ್ವೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಭಾಳ ತಂಡ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ. ಹಿಂದೆಗಡೆ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಇವಾಗ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅರ್ಧ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಯ್ತದೆ. ಕಷ್ಟ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇಸ್ಸೋರು ಬಂದರೆ ಬಡವರಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟನೇ.
There is that personal touch when you go to the shop around the corner. But nowadays it is usually only for small purchases.
Small purchase is better than big purchase. Big purchase, of course, rice or dal that we can buy in wholesale. Here, for small things like spices, all these vegetables, we can buy in retail. So it's better than buying retail.
There are hundreds of thousands of these tiny shops across India, and those who make a living from them are a vote bank that cannot be ignored. Political parties are well aware of this. But in urban centres, consumers are voting with their feet. It's the bigger, newer stores that are attracting the footfalls, where people go when the shopping list is long.
A bigger shop, definitely, especially when you have a better choice. You can pick and choose, more hygienic, more variety, and I think the price is also different. When you see at one shot 10 brands, you get the comparison prices. At one place if you get, एक week का काम एक ही दिन में हो जाता है ना.
Akbar Basha has been running his shop here in Moore Road for the last 20 years. His shop has not changed much. The world around him has. Big stores just around the corner on the main road have taken away much of his custom. Will things get better in future? He doesn't think so. With JM Kumar, Maya Sharma in Bangalore for NDTV.
For some news on the Lokpal bill, Team Anna and the Aruna Roy-led National Campaign for People's Right to Information have signed a truce on the vexed question of inclusion of the lower bureaucracy within the ambit of the bill. Out of the 60 lakh government employees, 57 lakh fall under category C and D officers. That is the lower bureaucracy. With the civil society coming together on this issue, does the government face an even bigger challenge?
Exclude Citizens Charter and include lower bureaucracy in Lokpal. Agreement on two of the most contentious issues between Team Anna and the NCPRI, the two major civil society groups fighting for a strong Lokpal. The Citizens Charter will allow the public to see the list of government responsibilities and the time frame within which it should be fulfilled. Team Anna has agreed to push for this charter in a separate public grievance bill in agreement with the NCPRI. In return, the NCPRI has agreed that the lower bureaucracy be brought under the Lokpal, though there is a dispute over how it should be done. Team Anna wants Lokpal to deal with 60 lakh government staff. NCPRI wants lower bureaucracy to be under Lokpal but under a separate mechanism. Team Anna says all complaints should be filed with the Lokpal, but NCPRI says file complaints at local police stations first and then the Central Vigilance Commission.
Team Anna says if you need that many people, you need that many people. We feel that this country, and how will you hold those new thanas accountable?
Team Anna and NCPRI, major civil society groups fighting for a stronger Lokpal, are coming together and are demanding that Lokpal should be the final authority to deal with lower bureaucracy. Team Anna says leading opposition parties like BJP, BSP, AIADMK, BJD have also ensured them support on this particular clause. So will this similarity in opinions pressurize the government? The numbers in the parliament are after all with the ruling party. Reporting from New Delhi with Narendra, Aanchal Vora, NDTV.
iPhone 4S is here. Just what is so cool about this gadget? More on that after the break.